Today, I would like to teach you how to find the height of a box if you know the width, length, and the volume. So remember that the volume of a box is equal to the length times the width times the height, and therefore to find the height, you'd have to divide the length and the width out from both sides. In other words, the height should be equal to then the volume of the cube divided then by the length times the width. Now, we need to know these three things in order to find the height, and it turns out that we do, right? Here's the length, here's the width, and here's the volume. So all you basically now have to do is plug them on into your formula, and then we can find out what the height should be. Now, we might not get a numerical value, but we should be able to achieve an expression. All right, so this will be 12x. You're like, yeah, I'll give an expression. Beep, this problem, right? I know. It's one of those problems. So that's going to be, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to write out the volume here. This is minus 21x minus 36. Divided then by, we got the 2x plus 3 times then the 3x minus 4. Now to do this division, it turns out that we're going to need to know how to divide polynomials by one another. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this double binomial basically here into one trinomial. All right. Remember how we do that? We're basically going to take the first term, multiply by the first term then of the second binomial, so that's going to be a 6x squared. Then take the 2x, multiply it by a negative 4, that's going to be negative 8x. Then take the last term of the first, 3, and multiply it by the first of the second, so that's going to be plus 9x. And then the last times the last is going to be a minus 12. I would combine these like terms now because I realize that it's going to be just a plus x. So just do plus x. Move that 12 on in, and that's the term. So basically I'm just going to erase this now, and I'll plug this in its place. What just happened? Not really sure. Let me try that again. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. I'm sure it was better before you approached this problem, but hey, what are you going to do? So now we got to do this long division. I'm going to erase this volume over here, and I'm going to start to do my work, I guess right here. So simply take the numerator, not with that division thing. Instead, I'm going to turn it into that division symbol, and then you're going to divide your denominator into it. So you're going to set up your long division now to look just like this. And if my voice is putting you to sleep right now, that's because I am falling asleep at the moment. It's literally 2:15. Oh. 2:13, but I rounded up. 2:13 a.m. So what happens when your kids start screaming in the middle of the night, right? Nightmares, feel terrible. But then I can't go back to sleep. So I'm like, what am I going to do? Let's do a couple of math problems. Maybe I have the problem. Anyway. What we're going to do now, we're going to take this leading term here, the 6x squared, and we're going to figure out how many times it divides into the leading term there. So you're going to do 12x cubed divided then by the 6x squared. And that works out to be right. You simplify that, that's a 2. The x goes bye-bye at the bottom. That goes down to a 1, so it's just going to be 2x. You're going to place that value now on top. This is part of your quotient. Okay. After you do that, you're going to have a minus symbol. Put a minus symbol there, and then double parenthesis. What you're now going to do is take this quotient and multiply it into each term here of your divisor. So the 2x multiplied by the 6x squared should give you 12x cubed. These should always match, by the way, if you did it right. Then 2x multiplied by x is simply going to be now a positive 2x squared. And then the 2x times the negative 12 is going to be a negative 24x. Now what you're going to do is you're going to distribute this negative symbol to each term. Okay, so it looks like the first two will be negative and the last one's going to become a positive, right? So let's do that. Okay, so negative, negative, positive. All right, now add them together. Those will completely cancel, so that's a 0. This will work out to be 18x squared now, and then this will work out to be a positive 3x. Continue the process. Take this first coefficient 6x squared, figure out how many times it goes into the leading term there, 18x squared. So you're going to do 18, hopefully you're noticing the pattern, 18x squared divided by the 6x squared. It's simply going to be 3. So you're going to add that now to your quotient. And then what you're going to do, oh, and by the way, I forgot, drop the negative 36 down, all right, because there's really nothing out there. So drop that on down, minus 36. It won't change a thing at the moment. Then take the 3 and multiply it now into each term of your divisor. So it's going to work out to be, and don't forget to set up your parentheses. So that's 18x squared. Then the 3 times the x is going to be a 3x, positive 3x. And then the 3 times the 12, negative 12 that is going to be now a negative 36. And then all you have to do now is distribute the negative sign to each term. All right, so first 2 are negative, last one's going to become positive. Let's erase that. Okay, great. And then just add them together. And look, boom, boom, boom. And your answer then for the height is 2x plus 3. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you're not watching this video in the middle of the day, because I fear you might take a nap, which might not be a bad thing. Which, speaking about sleep, it sounds kind of good. I think I might try to go back to sleep now. See, nothing like doing a little math to put you back to sleep. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it. And if you want me to make more videos at 3 a.m., let me know in the comments. I'll do my best. Well, my kids will help me out with that. Take care.